NFL season underway. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense a little different. He did have a deep touchdown pass that actually got overturned, and it was only a 4.5 air yards per pass attempt, which is the lowest in a game he's finished in his career. 3 of 5, 51 yards in passes. He attempted more than 10 yards downfield. 211 passing yards. Did have 3 touchdowns, though. He's pretty dangerous down in there close. They didn't have to throw it a lot because they were handing it to the new guy, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The LSU Tiger, drafted early. You heard chatter that this guy was going to be featured, and you wondered, I don't know about that. Well, now you know. He took 34 minutes of game time to reach 100 yards. Fastest player since Matt Forte in 2008. Had 138 rush yards. Pat Mahomes talking about the new guy.
I mean, these guys have worked their tail off. They've been here for a while now. Everybody we kind of brought back, and I've built this chemistry with. And I think we have the confidence in every single person that's in that hole that they can make plays happen when their number is called.
Ultimately, when we first ran out, just nerves at an all-time high. But then, as time went on, we just kind of on the field. I mean, I was on the field with my brothers, and they made me feel at home. So ultimately, first carry, yeah, I kind of felt was a lot, a lot emotions, a lot of emotions. After I got tackled that first time and rolled up, I just knew, all right, it's football, time to roll.
And he did roll. Laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. That's what they used to say down in LSU. Patrick Mahomes improves to a perfect 8-0 with 26 touchdown passes and no picks in his career in September. Only 2 players have a longer touchdown streak without a pick in a calendar month ever. Their names are Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Pleased to welcome Michelle Steele to the show, who was at the game. And Michelle, this first weekend of NFL action, it will be empty stadiums across the NFL. This is one of the stadiums where there actually are fans, and it's our first look, and you're there. And I just, as best as you could, Michelle, paint the picture for me with all that went into before, during, and after.
Yeah, Scott, suffice it to say, I've never covered an NFL game where I had my temperature taken before the game. I was waiting in line like I was waiting in line at Disney World for a ride to go through the protocols, go through all the different game day checks. Kind of felt like you were about to board a flight instead of cover the season opener for the National Football League. But it was a game, the likes of which I have never seen, at least pregame. You are standing there. By the way, I'm not on the sidelines. I am in the stands doing my live shots before the game. And all of a sudden, I heard something that sounded like what I thought was a B-52 bomber overhead. No, it was the piped-in crowd noise that they were testing over the PA system. It took a lot to get used to that noise. And then finally, about 16,000 fans or so sort of trickled in as we got closer to the actual game. And I have to say that Arrowhead is not a place where I hear the Chiefs being booed very often, but they linked arms a couple of times during Lift Every Voice and Sing, and then during that moment of silence for unity with Texans players. And I will say there was some cheering, but it's the booing that got a lot of attention, and I certainly think will continue to get attention as we head into the morning here, because it was such a benign, innocuous message that was obviously decoupled from the anthem as well that maybe people didn't like. But I should mention there was a lot of tailgating. The bars were open on the concourse, and that's hard to separate, I think, a little bit from the booing that we heard pregame, Scott.
But as we were getting ready to tape this, you said that by the end it felt more like a football game, and they had plenty to cheer for as the Super Bowl champs open up with a 14-point win. And we'll look to see how the rest of the stadiums across the NFL feel this weekend. It's going to be odd for sure, Michelle. Appreciate you taking the time to be with us.
Yeah, sure. If this is the new normal as far as Clyde Edwards-Helaire is concerned, I think that Chiefs fans should be very happy.
Indeed they are. Thank you, Michelle.
Then this is Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals. It's the Lakers.